Hello, this is Dr. Olivia Thompson, a medical specialist in health, wellness, and natural medicine. That slice of lemon in your afternoon tea seems completely harmless, doesn't it? You probably even consider this habit as part of a healthy routine. But what if I told you that for those over 60, this simple combination could be silently damaging your memory and cognitive ability? It sounds frightening, but recent science has revealed surprising discoveries about how food combinations can directly affect our brains as we age. Today, I'll share crucial information with you that could make all the difference between a lucid old age or one full of forgetfulness and mental confusion. Have you noticed that you forget where you placed your keys more frequently? Or have difficulty remembering the names of people you know? Or perhaps you experience that persistent feeling of brain fog, as if your thoughts are always slightly blurred. If you're over 60 and identified with any of these symptoms, pay close attention to what I'm about to say. The answer to these problems may literally be on your plate, specifically in the food combinations you make every day without even imagining the consequences. Before we get into the details, I want to explain why this topic is so important. Our brain undergoes natural changes with aging, becoming more vulnerable to oxidative damage. At the same time, our food choices have a direct impact on brain health, potentially either protecting or harming our cognitive functions. What many people don't know is that it's not enough to just choose healthy foods. How we combine them can determine whether they help or harm our brain. And this knowledge becomes even more critical after age 60. The scientific explanation is fascinating and based on solid biochemical principles. The citric acid present in lemon significantly alters how certain nutrients and compounds are absorbed by our body. When combined with foods rich in non-heme iron, which is the type of iron found in vegetables, lemon drastically increases the absorption of this mineral. For young people, this is generally seen as positive, since iron is essential for many body functions. However, in people over 60, whose brain protection mechanisms are naturally reduced due to the aging process, excess free iron in the brain can catalyze the production of free radicals, damaging the neurons responsible for memory and cognition. You might be thinking, but doctor, I've always been taught that lemon is healthy, and combining it with iron-rich foods improves nutrient absorption. And you're not wrong. This recommendation makes sense for the general population, and especially for people with iron deficiency. However, nutritional neuroscience is revealing that the same recommendation that benefits a 30-year-old person may harm someone who is 70. That's why we need personalized approaches when talking about nutrition and health. Let me share with you a real case that perfectly illustrates this phenomenon. Charles, a 67-year-old retired university professor, maintained for years the daily habit of adding lemon to his sautéed spinach and beans. He did this believing it would increase iron and vitamin C absorption, which, as I've explained, wasn't technically wrong. However, after almost a decade of this routine, he began to notice worrying changes. He forgot names of former students he used to easily remember, constantly lost objects around the house, and felt an increasing difficulty in following group conversation. His family noticed the changes and insisted he seek medical help. Neurological exams revealed high levels of oxidative stress in brain areas crucial for memory. You must be wondering, what exactly are these foods that we shouldn't combine with lemon after 60? I'll list for you the 5 main ones that science has identified as problematic in this combination. First, we have spinach and other dark green leaves. These foods are extremely rich in non-heme iron, and when combined with lemon, led to excessive absorption of this mineral. Excess iron without adequate mechanisms for its processing, can accumulate in brain tissues and cause significant oxidative damage. Did you know that a plate of spinach with squeezed lemon on top can increase iron absorption by up to 300%? In young people, this may be beneficial, but after 60, it can overwhelm the already fragile brain protection mechanism. The second group includes beans and other legumes. These foods are extremely nutritious, but the combination with lemon can create what I call an excess of virtue, when something healthy becomes a problem for the aging brain. Beans are naturally rich in iron, and the addition of lemon, either directly on the plate or in an accompanying salad, can drastically increase the absorption of this mineral. Do you squeeze lemon on your bean dish or the salad that accompanies it? This can be a problematic combination for your brain if you're over 60. Third, we have black tea and green tea. Many people have the habit of adding a slice of lemon to tea, considering it a healthy practice. However, the acidity of lemon significantly alters the compounds in tea, creating tannins that can accumulate in brain tissue over time. Additionally, both tea and lemon affect the absorption of iron from meals consumed in the same period, creating an even more potent combined effect. Do you drink your tea with lemon right after an iron-rich meal? This can be a particularly harmful combination for your brain health. The fourth item on our list is calcium supplement. Many people over 60 take these supplements to prevent or treat osteoporosis, which is a practice recommended by many doctors. However, consuming acidic foods like lemon close to taking these supplements can create molecular complexes that potentially affect the blood-brain barrier, the brain's natural protection against potentially harmful substances. Do you take your calcium supplements with lemon juice or close to meals containing lemon? This is a practice that may be compromising your brain's protection. Last but not least, we have medications for high blood pressure. This is a critical point, as many people over 60 continuously use antihypertensive. The interaction of lemon with certain medications in this category can alter their metabolism, affecting cerebral blood flow and potentially compromising cognitive function. Recent studies from Harvard University have shown that consuming lemon within an hour before or after taking certain antihypertensives can reduce cerebral blood flow by up to 15%. Do you take your blood pressure medications with lemon water or consume foods with lemon right after taking medication? This seemingly harmless habit may be affecting your brain health more than you imagine. Now, it's important to emphasize that I'm not telling you to completely eliminate lemon from your diet. Lemon is an incredibly healthy food, rich in vitamin C and other beneficial compounds. The secret lies in knowing which foods to combine it with and, more importantly, which to separate it from, especially after 60. In fact, lemon remains extremely beneficial when combined with certain foods that protect the brain. Let's learn about the top 5. First, fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and tuna. Lemon not only improves the flavor of these fish, but also enhances the absorption of omega-3 fatty acids, essential nutrients for brain health. A study published in the Journal of Neuroscience showed that elderly people who regularly consumed fatty fish with lemon had a lower rate of cognitive decline compared to those who consumed the same fish without the citrus accompaniment. Have you tried preparing baked salmon with a light layer of lemon slices on top? This is a delicious and extremely beneficial combination for your brain. The second food is extra virgin olive oil. When we combine lemon with olive oil, such as in a salad dressing, we create anti-inflammatory compounds that are particularly effective in protecting neurons against oxidative damage. The acidity of lemon helps preserve the polyphenols in olive oil, enhancing their protective effects. Have you thought about replacing store-bought dressings with a simple mixture of extra virgin olive oil, lemon, garlic, and herbs? Your brain would appreciate this switch. Third, we have avocado. Rich in brain-beneficial monounsaturated fats, avocado, when combined with lemon, creates a powerful duo. Lemon prevents the natural oxidation of avocado exposed to air and increases the availability of healthy fats for the brain. Additionally, this combination favors the production of neurotransmitters essential for memory and cognition. Fresh guacamole with plenty of lemon is not just delicious, but a true health potion for your brain. The fourth group includes nuts, almonds, and seeds. These foods are naturally rich in vitamin E and other neuroprotective antioxidants. The acidity of lemon helps release these compounds, making them more bioavailable. A study from the University of California showed that elderly people who regularly consumed a mixture of nuts with a light dressing containing lemon performed better in memory and attention tests. How about preparing a mix of nuts with a light seasoning of lemon and herbs? This can be an excellent snack option to keep your brain active and healthy. Finally, we have cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage. These foods are rich in sulfur compounds with neuroprotective properties. Lemon significantly increases the bioavailability of these compounds, enhancing their beneficial effects on the brain. Additionally, the combination helps neutralize potentially harmful compounds that can be formed during the cooking of these vegetables. A simple steamed broccoli finished with a drizzle of olive oil and a few drops of lemon can be a powerful addition to your brain-protective diet. Returning to Charles's case, when his nutritionist identified these problematic interactions and adjusted his diet, separating lemon consumption from iron-rich foods and bringing it closer to the protective foods I just mentioned, the results were surprising. In just 2 months, he already noticed greater mental clarity and better recall ability. "It's as if a fog had dissipated from my mind," he reported in his follow-up appointment. His family also noticed the improvements. He went back to remembering names easily and rarely lost objects around the house. The most impressive thing is that these improvements came simply from adjustments in how he combined the foods he already consumed without adding medications or expensive supplements. Nutritional neuroscience is advancing rapidly, showing that it's not enough to just choose healthy foods in isolation. How we combine them can determine whether they protect or harm our brain, especially after 60, when defense mechanisms against oxidative stress are naturally reduced. According to recent research from Harvard University and the National Institute on Aging, making the correct adjustments in food combinations can not only prevent cognitive decline, but also reverse initial damage in up to 30% of the cases studied. This means that the difference between mixing or separating lemon from certain foods can literally save your memory and preserve your cognitive independence for additional years. So, what can you do today to protect your brain? Start by observing your own diet. Try to identify patterns of combinations that may be harming your brain health. If you're over 60 and regularly consume lemon together with any of the 5 problematic foods I mentioned, consider making a simple adjustment. Separate the consumption of these items by at least 2 hours. This small interval can make a big difference in how your body processes these nutrients and can significantly protect your brain. Additionally, try bringing lemon closer to the protective foods I listed. Add lemon slices to your baked fish. Mix fresh lemon juice with olive oil to season salads. Prepare a mix of nuts with lemon zest as a snack. Small changes like these can have a profound impact on your long-term brain health. Always remember, timing is as important as what you eat. In nutrition for the brain, especially after 60, it's not enough to choose the right foods. You need to combine them correctly. Your brain will thank you for this simple change that can make all the difference between a lucid and active old age or a confused and dependent one. I hope this information has been useful for you and your loved ones. If you know someone over 60, please share this video. It may be the most valuable gift you can give that person. Correct information has the power to transform lives, and I'm sure many people can benefit from the knowledge I've shared today. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next videos about health and wellness based on the most current science. In the comments, tell me if you were already practicing any of these problematic combinations or if you plan to implement the beneficial combinations I suggested. Your experience can help other people in our community. This is Dr. Olivia Thompson, committed to your health and well-being. Until the next video.